Hello, the goal here is show you the visualization about the project that we did that basically gives you the best route getting the train, bus or tram inside Zurich region, and this is the map of Zurich region. But different from the other approach, we also consider the weather conditions, the time of the day, and the profile of lateness of each station. So for some stations have a high level of late trains, and for others not so much. So we're gonna introduce this in the model, and the user can set as well the confidence to get all the connections, to not lose any connections. So for instance, if you have an important meeting, you want to be sure that you get there at the time. But if you are going out with your friends, that's okay. If you lose one connection, you can catch up with the next one. So basically, here we have the map of Zurich, and then you're gonna input where you are. For instance, here I am the university, for instance, and suppose that I'm going home. And the weather is nice, and it's sunny today, and today is, for instance, Monday, and the time that I will leave is around 8:40. So when I put here where I am, I basically I do a request for Google, and Google gives me what's the closest station and how long I have to walk to reach there. And here I'm going to put the confidence that I want to have to reach my destination. For instance, I put 90% this time. So, as you can see, this is the path that I have to get to reach my destination. And I am here. I have to walk 4 minutes. I think this is a little bit less, but doesn't matter. Google says it. And the station that I will arrive is this station. So basically, I will arrive 4 minutes after the time that I set, and my train will arrive at this time as well, and I'm gonna get all those lines, and I'm gonna reach my place around 9:18. So for instance, suppose that I don't want to be on time, it doesn't matter so much, so I'm gonna be a little bit risky. So what I got is a different path. So basically I will leave from the same train station here, but I'm gonna get to this path, and the time that I arrive, it's basically 8:50, which is much early than I would taking the other path. The main difference here is that in the other way I was taking the metro, and here I am taking the train. Okay. So now let's do something a little bit more interesting. Suppose that I'm a little bit far away. Oh, it also accepts some misspelling errors. And suppose that is a lovely day, it's Monday, blah, 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 and then I want 90%. So what I got here is this path to reach my destination. I will reach my destination around 9:51. Okay, and as you can see around here, you have some disconnected path, look like some disconnected path, and this is basically a huge station where you have to walk inside the station. This station has a different names, but they are kind of the same. You can change trains inside there, and we are considered walking distance of 45 seconds, because we are assuming that the station has, I don't know, about 200 meters, and each person can walk 3 kilometers per hour. So we also take this time in account in order to see which station you can get next. So now we're gonna change the weather conditions. So suppose that's -10 and it's raining. So what we got here is a different path from the previous one, because now it's raining. Actually, it's snowing, so it says that I should take this one instead of the other one, based on my confidence interval. Okay, so this was the visualization about the paths. And now we're going to take a look in another visualization that's basically the profile of lateness of each station. So basically here you have a map of Zurich, and the size of the ball is the amount of trains per hour, the average amount of trains per hour, and the color of the ball is the proportion of the trains that are late. So you can see here, like, you have red dots, for instance, here, and those stations are not so good as well, over in average. So one thing that we'd like to see is how this behave by hour. So here you can set the hour. So 1 a.m. for instance, you're gonna see much less trains, but most of them are on time, except by, I think, this one, but the colors are much more blue than the overall overview. And if you put, I don't know, around 8, that is the time that people go work. So you can see much more trains around the center, obviously, and you don't see any red dots around. Okay, so but if you put, I don't know, 23, you're gonna see some dots around the zoo that are not good at all. So don't go there late in the night. But for instance, to get to this region, that is a place that people actually lives, it's okay. You don't have any late trains. You can see also on the rush time when people go to their places, you can see much more trains, and some of them are more concentrated in this region as well. Okay, so that's it for this project. Thank you very much, and bye bye.